Ladies and gents, welcome back. Episode 3, Digital Junto, post Black Friday, post Cyber Monday edition. We've got a rant for you today. Here we go. Alright, so I'm sure many of you are sitting here on Wednesday. Is today December 1st? No, November 30th. Coming out of Black Friday, Cyber Monday. I hope you're tired. I hope this weekend you were up every day, grinding out your sales, grinding out all of your ads and making it happen. I hope it was a profitable weekend for all of you. Hopefully some of the tactics that we threw out last week helped. It was a crazy weekend for us here. Obviously managing 15 plus different e-commerce accounts on this weekend. It's the busiest weekend of the year for us for sure. And it was crazy, man. So many different things, and it's kind of led me in today to, instead of doing sort of Q&A on different things, I've got a rant about a few different things that I've seen, because there was some stuff over the weekend that just stood out to me. It was both client behavior, platform behavior that I want to talk about. So the first is Pinterest. I sat in a room 3 weeks ago with a group of digital marketers, and I asked the question, who here has a viable channel that they're spending money on and making a big profit besides Facebook? Silence. No, one guy was like, email, sort of, and that was it. Facebook is so pummeling in every other platform's face right now, and yet we are sitting here. I have taken calls over the last month with every imaginable ad tech platform that claims to have some sort of additional ad volume that I can go in and get and make money for our clients. And one of the ones that I so badly want to work is Pinterest. I am a Pinterest user, but I don't see Pinterest as just being a thing that my wife's been on for 4 years and has sucked up countless hours of her time as she scrolls through the feed. I love it. I think it is an amazing, beautiful product. But Pinterest, if you're listening, you have the worst self-serve ad platform I've ever seen. Okay, we are trying, and I've sat with many other digital marketers that are trying to spend money with you. They are trying to use your platform to make more money for their clients, and they can't. I can't pause ads at the ad level. You have no conversion reporting in the dashboard. I don't care if you have to just link up a last click feed from Google Analytics. Please bring in some sort of conversion tracking or purchase conversion value for us and get it fixed where we can do some CPA based bidding, because there's volume there. I actually got a decent amount of volume over the weekend. The traffic is garbage, right? There's no optimization around purchase, and I have no idea, and the reporting is such a lengthy, time-consuming process that it's not even worth it. So my first rant is Pinterest. If any of you have found, so I'm posing the same question that I posed to the 20 people. If you have another viable platform where you are spending ad dollars, and don't tell me about Google branded search, because that's not working, that's not volume, that's not scale. I want to know something where you have scalable ad inventory that you're making money on. And then Pinterest, please fix your self-serve ad platform. So that's rant number 1. The second thing is Facebook. So obviously, Facebook, like I said, it's crushing everybody. I'm sure most of you spent most of your ad dollars if you're selling e-commerce on Facebook over the weekend. But I wonder if any of you encountered any of the problems that we did. So we ran into a lot of problems. Anytime you're dealing with an auction-based inventory system for advertising, and you have massive influx of advertisers like you do on Black Friday and Cyber Monday, you get a lot of really weird behavior, really high CPMs, delivery problems. We saw all of it over the weekend. But the thing that pisses me off, and Zucks, I want you to see this. So tag Zucks in this post for me. It is absolutely BS crime behavior to be dumping large-scale inventory onto the audience network and giving people no results, or for an entire day, for no budgets, for us to be able to push, try and get through budget, have it not work, and then at 10:45 p.m. to burn through $1,500 of a daily allotted budget. Which we saw this happen in multiple accounts, where there was just sort of this like inability to get inventory, and then as budgets ran out, boom, it burned through. Now, we'll own some of the responsibility of needing to fix and monitor our caps, but some of that behavior, there has to be a better way to sort of regulate the distribution of ads on these crazy days. Otherwise, I know that there was a lot of frustration for clients that were either newer to the platform and didn't have the purchase history to get great delivery, or maybe were trying new ads for the first time that hadn't yet developed great relevance score or social context. So saw a lot of that. If any of you had problems on Black Friday or Cyber Monday getting ad inventory on Facebook, do not quit Facebook. Like, that is not indicative of how the platform normally behaves. It's a crazy day. Also, if you were getting what appeared to be a ton of cheap clicks and yet no conversions, go into your Facebook dashboard and make sure that if you check placement, that it wasn't all from the audience network, okay? So the audience network is Facebook's basically third-party network of ads, a lot like Google Display that shows up. Now they call them native ads. They're a little bit different ad product than sort of banner ads that you'll see in Google Display, so they're a little bit better, but it's still most of the time really garbage traffic. So ensure that you're not making a judgment off the quality of your Facebook traffic from a bunch of audience network traffic. So yeah, so those are the two things that I saw in platform that really drove me nuts over the weekend. And now the next two things are more human behaviors that I want to comment on. So promoting your sale. If you decide to have a Black Friday and Cyber Monday sale, do not make it a secret. Find everybody that you can to tell this to. The number of clients that I have seen, both that we have had personally or that I've seen other people do, is they go, yeah, I want to have a sale, but I'm not going to put it on my homepage, and I don't want to send out an email, and I'm going to make the coupon code something really long and annoying and hard to actually remember or use. It doesn't make any sense in the world. If you are going to do and take advantage of Black Friday or Cyber Monday, try and figure out how to tell every single person in the world about the sale, and then when it's working, try and find more people to tell, okay? The worst thing that you can do is look back and go, oh, that's $75 that I spent on this day, made me a bunch of money. I wonder what would have happened if I had spent $15,000 instead. You know, so be prepared for that. Commit to something and then go for it, and then make it as easy as possible for people to use. In fact, get rid of coupon codes. If you're going to do 20% off site-wide, never again use a coupon code. Every one of these platforms, whether it's Shopify or WooCommerce or any of these, they have the ability to export your entire product list, slash the price, and re-upload it so the entire site just shows 20% off. You get that little slash that shows your product's cheaper. And it's way more effective than making people remember a coupon code that they saw on Facebook and having them bring and remember it on your site, and you wanted to put 42 different words in your and a hashtag in your coupon code because you thought that it would make, change your user behavior down the road. Make it super simple for people to engage with your sale, make it valuable, and then push it hard when it works. And then the last thing, and this is like, I think this might be my thing right here. Like, this is like the thing that I feel like frustrates me more than anything else in the world. Allowing retail partners to dictate your brand behavior. If you had a sale this weekend and it was successful, and when you thought, hey, should I push or not, you said, ooh, I don't want to upset Jimmy's junk shop down the street that's selling my product, you are doing it wrong. Let me tell you something. When Dick's Sporting Goods or Walmart or Target or Bed Bath & Beyond or whoever's carrying your product, when it doesn't sell, they are going to ship it back to you and tell you to get lost. They will not pay the invoice, and they will make you eat your inventory. They do not care about you. Okay? They care about money. They have rational self-interest. You should behave exactly the same way. More than anything, your ability to grow your brand is going to be driven by your direct relationship with the customer. Okay? Do not depend or worry about the expectations or behaviors of retailers. If you have a retailer that is saying to you on Cyber Monday, or they email you after Cyber Monday and say, hey, we saw that you had a sale, say, yes, we did. Thank you for noticing. If you have a retailer that's complaining about you bidding on your own branded terms in Google search, tell them that they can no longer sell your product. Just get rid of them. Because if the value that they're bringing to your relationship is siphoning off of your branded search, they are not a value add to you. And here's the other thing. These retailers, I have seen right now, like we started our business, and when we did, we wanted to start early stage, 0 to 20 million, consumer-facing products, but right now we're being forced to move upstream because we have so many big companies that are saying, man, Dick's is going out, or TSA went out of business, Dick's shipped my product back, Amazon's knocking my product off now, Target, they're white labeling my own product. They do not care about your brand. They have rational self-interest. You need to behave in a way that you focus exclusively on providing the best possible experience to your customer. And that is the whole focus. If you drive that demand for your product, that's what will drive retail. It's not retail creating love for your brand, okay? You need to go out and build a relationship with your customer. If you're gonna run a sale and you think that that's in the best interest of your brand, then do it and do it hard and do it irregardless of what the retailers think. Because the retailers are interested, the reason they're upset is because it's not great for them. Now, this isn't saying have a terrible relationship with all your retail partners, they can bring value, but do not let them dictate the patterns of your business, right? Do not let them dictate product for you. Do not let them, dictate the products that you list on your website, the sales that you run, the way that you advertise, okay? Do all of that with the consumer in mind. Focus exclusively on figuring out how you can have the best relationship with your customer. It would make, like if I saw one brand come to me and instead of saying, I got to think about what the buyer at X, Y, and Z retailer, or I'm worried about what retail partner Z is going to say. If they said like, man, I'm worried about what my customers are going to say if I do this. I'm worried about how they're going to feel if I give them a shitty coupon code, excuse my language, that is going to make them really hard for them to use this sale. Or hey, if I'm giving them if I'm not giving them my brand in branded search and they're being sent to some other retail partner when they're really looking for me, is that a good experience? Or do I actually provide the best possible brand experience for people? And so when they're looking, I want them to find me. And so focus today and more on building your personal brand. Retail will be driven by the popularity of your product, and the popularity of your product will be created by you. So if you're in a position where you're paralyzed and you're sitting here and you're going like, yeah, but this guy's 50% of my revenue, then fix that today because you will die. Because that retail partner at some point is not going to love you the way that they do now. Or that retail partner is going to go out of business. And then what, right? It's just like investing in anything else. If you are over-indexed, just like I'm over-indexed in advertising on Facebook and I'm desperately trying to fix it, Pinterest. If you're over-indexed in any one channel, right, that puts your business in significant risk and paralyzes you from making decisions that might actually be in the best interest of your customers. So fix that today. That's it. I appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll get back to Q&A next week. I'm having a baby, so I might be out for a couple weeks. We're going to stockpile some content today. But leave some comments. Let me know how your Black Friday, Cyber Monday went. If you ran into any problems, what platforms you're seeing work. If you want to talk more about retail or you want to try and convince me that the future is your relationship with REI, I'd love to hear it. I'd love you to come in and sit down and talk to me. So thanks everybody. Peace out.